because transmigration has to do with changing the name, yeah, changing the place, and changing the act. Okay. So when we actually look at the name, it's like the first reformation of the name Adam is Avraham. Okay. So actually, when we look at generation, we see through the names the different reformation that brings us closer to, let's say, the ability to collect all the light, which is called the light of Messiah, which is to do with David. Okay, so it starts with two foreign ladies, Tamar and Ruth. Yeah, so so it suggests that this is what was brought from a different. I need to be careful with the title that it's not only that someone is it's not to do only with conversion. It's to do with the fact that part of the identity of Israel is being foreign in not in their land. Okay, so as they move, so it's being conversion, and so is a state that we spoke about. It's a state of recognizing exile, a state of exile. So both of them, first, there has to do with the vessel. This is why they're feminine. They actually express that which is needed in terms of reformation and healing for this generation in order to move us the exile or the sickness or the concealment of this generation, that we need to make a change of names and places in order to reveal the coming redemption or the coming gathering of light. So you see, when we read the Night of the Bride and the Scroll of Ruth, which is actually in a Zohar, it has to do with coming back into the reason of creation. And the walking together of Ruth and Naomi is actually the walking together of Malchut and Bina. Okay?
Yeah.
And what can result out of it? One of the results is changing of name. So it has to do with Boaz, which suggests that in him there is the power and the audacity, even in that respect, the good audacity to try. So this is what he has, and what he is bringing out is the dedication of Oved, of those people who will actually be willing to work, to be workers of that redemption, and that will bring Ishai, which has to do with how we would use light, how we would use wisdom. And out of that will come David. So this is how sort of it's stages of reformation. And it's as well moving from place to place. So it needs to come from exile, from outside of Israel into Israel, and then inside Israel to move into different places. Okay? So this.
And it's very beautiful because Noemi is insisting to Ruth, and the other one left, but is insisting, you go. And she was like, no, like I'm staying.
No, so it means that it's always a test of willingness and consciousness of what do I actually wish to dedicate myself. So the declaration of Ruth is not a declaration of a convert. It's a declaration of anyone who wish to have the identity of Israel. Because we all need to convert from Judaism to Israel.